Hey guys, what is up? This is Kendra with Signing Agent Basics. Thank you guys for joining me. This is the last Saturday live for 2025. And hopefully this two-part series is helping you guys to get prepared for your notary business in 2026. I want each and every one of you, whether you are an aspiring signing agent, a new signing agent, or a veteran signing agent, to have the skills and the information that you need to start your business off with a bang in 2026. If you are new, you definitely want to start off with a bang. It's a whole lot easier to get your business up and running when it starts off right from the beginning. And if you are a new signing agent or a veteran signing agent who's already been doing signings and things haven't quite been going your way, this is a great time. The end of the year, heading into a new year, is a great time and a great way to reset your business and start it off right in the new year. So guys, like I said, this is the second part of a two-part series. And this two-part series was top reasons why your notary business is struggling. I know for a lot of people, when I speak to them, they're really frustrated because they are super excited about being a notary, about being a signing agent, about doing apostilles, about doing whatever it is that they're doing. They're super excited about it. And then they get started and they're struggling and they lose that excitement. And so I hear a lot of people saying, hey, my business is struggling. It's not doing what I want it to do. What can I do to turn my business around? So that's why I decided to do this series at the end of this year to help you out in the beginning of next year, to help figure out the top reasons why your notary business is struggling. Now, last month was the mindset edition. Last month, I talked about the mindset shifts that needed to occur in order for you to be successful. So if any of you guys are watching this live stream, or if you're watching this on the replay and you have not yet watched part one, I'm going to say make sure that you watch part one. People always want, oh, just tell me the practical stuff. Just tell me what I need to do to be successful. But here's the thing, guys. None of these practical things will do you any good if you don't have the right mindset first. So even if you watch this one first, make sure you go back and watch part one, which was the mindset edition. That is going to give you the foundation that you need to make the information that you're going to learn in this part really, really, really work out for you. So again, this part of why your notary business is struggling is called the Systems and Strategy Edition. Hopefully in this video, I'm going to give you guys some tips and some information, some strategies to help your notary and signing agent business be successful. But first, guys, as always, do me a favor, whether you are watching this on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, wherever you are watching, do me a favor, go ahead and hit that like button, that thumbs up button, that heart button, whatever it is. Make sure that you hit that button for me. And then do me another favor. Come on over to YouTube. After you hit that like button, make sure that you hit the subscribe button and then hit the notification bell. When you subscribe and hit the notification bell, you will be notified whenever I have any new videos or new content, or whenever I go onto a live stream. That way you will not miss it. I know folks often have a lot of questions, and the live stream is the perfect time to ask those questions if you are not one of my students, because I will answer questions live on the live stream. So that is one of the benefits of being here on the live streams. You get to ask your questions and get answers live. All right, guys. And then, as always, whether you are watching the live stream or whether you are watching the replay, do me a favor. I always love to see where you guys are at, where you are in your notary or your signing agent business. I love to get that information from you. So whether you're watching live or on the replay, do me a favor. Tell me what city and state you are from. Then I want you to tell me whether you are an aspiring signing agent, a new signing agent, or a veteran signing agent. Well, what's the difference? Well, an aspiring signing agent is somebody who's just checking this whole thing out. You're not a signing agent yet. You may not even be a notary yet. Maybe you just heard something about signing agents, and so you decided to check it out. And now you are thinking about becoming a signing agent yourself. You are an aspiring signing agent. A new signing agent is someone who has been a signing agent for 1 year or less. And a veteran signing agent, that is somebody who has been a signing agent for more than 1 year. So do me a favor, guys. Again, whether you're watching live or whether you're watching on the replay, let me know what city and state you are from and whether you are an aspiring signing agent, a new signing agent, or a veteran signing agent. And then for those of you who are watching live, I'm going to make you guys my unofficial assistants during this live stream. Do me a favor. If anybody jumps onto the live stream and you see them in the chat going, oh my gosh, is there going to be a replay? I missed some of the information. Is there going to be a replay? Is there going to be a replay? Let them know. Yes, a replay will be available. Immediately after the live stream ends, you will be able to watch the replay of this video. So whether you just missed some of the information because you joined the live stream late, or whether you missed the whole live stream at all, or if you were on the live stream, but you were like, man, I want to go back and hear this other part that she was saying again. I need to take some notes or whatever. You will be able to watch the replay of the live stream as soon as the live stream is over. So again, guys, if you are watching live and if you see somebody in the chat asking, let them know, yes, a replay will be available. Let's see who we've got watching. We've got Rayon, who is a veteran signing agent in Ashland, Virginia. Good to see you. Thanks for joining. We've got Hakeem Dawkins from Pensacola, Florida. If you guys have been watching me for a while, you know I'm originally from Florida, so good to see another Floridian. And they are a new signing agent. We've got Cheryl watching from Dallas, Texas. I always got love for my Texas people. Texas people always represent. She is a veteran signing agent. We've got Jai Banks in Dallas, Texas. I'm not sure if Jai is aspiring, new, or a veteran, but thank you so much for watching. We've got another Florida person here, Miss Anita from DeLand, Florida, a non-working notary who wants to get her act together and do the work. I hear you. You know, a lot of people will have their notary commission and then just not really do anything with it. So I encourage you, if you're already commissioned, absolutely make use of your notary commission. We've got Lizzie, who is a veteran signing agent. I love it when my vets are on the live stream. We've got Dolores Taylor from New York City, New York, and she is a new signing agent. Oh, it's a lot of news. Thank you so much for watching. Guys, keep on telling me where you are from, what city and state you are from, and whether you are an aspiring signing agent, a new signing agent, or a veteran signing agent. But guys, I'm going to get into this because y'all know I got a lot of information for you today, and I talk a lot. So I need to make sure that I've got enough time to go through everything. I also want to remind you guys, yes, there will be a Q&A session at the end of the live stream. Do me a favor. I'm a one-woman team over here. So try to hold your questions until the end. If you ask questions during the stream, I may miss it. I always try to scroll back up and see if I missed any questions, but if you can, try to hold them until the Q&A section at the end of the live stream. That way I can make sure that I don't miss it. If for some reason I do miss your question, or if you ask a question maybe during the replay, I always do my best to go back into the comments, into the chat, and answer any questions that I may have missed after the live stream is over. So don't be sad if I do miss your question during the live stream. I always do my best to go back and answer it. If you still don't see an answer from me, go down and put it in the comments, and I will do my best to answer it then. But again, the best thing to do is to wait till the end of this live stream and ask your question during the Q&A session. And you guys know I always have freebies and other good information from you in the description box of the YouTube video. And then I always have people say, well, Kendra, where is the description box? I don't know where the description box is. Well, again, first of all, it is on the YouTube video. So if you're watching this on Facebook, if you're watching this on LinkedIn, to get to the description box, the first step is to head over to this video on YouTube. Then, if you are on your laptop or desktop computer, you're going to look underneath the video, underneath the title of the video, and then you're going to see a little bit of the description box, and then you're going to see the word more. Click on the word more. Now, if you're like most of us and you are watching this on your cell phone or another mobile device, again, you're going to look underneath the video, underneath the title of the video, you will see the word more. You're going to click the word more. The description box is going to open up a little bit, just a little bit. And then you're going to see the word more again. You're going to click the word more a second time. Then, whether you are on your laptop or desktop computer or your mobile device, once you click more once or twice, the full description box will open up. You'll be able to see all the information that is in there, and you will also see the links to the freebies that I have for you. And of course, my first and favorite freebie is my free new signing agent checklist. Whether you are an aspiring signing agent or a new signing agent or veteran signing agents, you may even find this helpful as well. I have so many people ask me, hey, can you just tell me step by step, what do I need to do to become a signing agent? So I did that. I created a checklist that tells you step by step. You see it on the screen. Step 1, step 2, step 3. You're going to go step by step on what you need to do to become a signing agent. So make sure that you download that checklist. You can print it out. You can keep it on your computer or your mobile device. There's links in there that you can check that'll take you places for important information. Make sure that you download that free new signing agent checklist. The link to that is in the description box of the YouTube video. The next thing I have for you is my free AI guide for notaries. Guys, AI, things like ChatGPT are awesome tools that you can make use of in your notary business and in your signing agent business. But there's a little bit of learning curve on how to use AI, how to use things like ChatGPT. So I came up with a guide for notaries specifically with ways that you can use AI in your business. Make sure that you also go into the description box of the YouTube video, download that free AI guide for notaries as well. All right. Woo! That was all intro. Now we are going to go into the meat, into the heart of this video, into the reasons why your notary business is struggling. And again, guys, I'm going to give you systems and strategies that you can use to keep your business from struggling. But again, let's talk about a few of the reasons why your signing agent business or your notary business may be struggling. And these are going to be the top things, the top reasons that I see when people come to me and say, hey, my business is struggling. What's going on? These are the top things that I see that they are missing that are causing their business to not be as successful as it could. That first thing is a lack of visibility. So many people, many notaries assume that just getting their notary commission is enough. But guys, here's the deal. Don't nobody know you just because you got your notary commission. I know you're excited you got your notary commission, but nobody else is excited that you got your notary commission. So getting commission, guys, is not enough. Without active marketing, clients will not even know you exist. People need to know that you exist in order to send you business. It sounds common sense, but I'm telling you, a lot of people become notaries, they become signing agents, and they don't do anything to let people know that they exist. You have to make yourself visible. So a lack of visibility is the first reason why your business may be struggling. The next reason why your business may be struggling is inconsistent effort. So a lot of people become signing agents or they become notaries and they're excited. Oh, that first week or maybe that first month, they are super excited and they're putting forth all kinds of effort, but then the excitement wears off and then they become very inconsistent with their effort. or they may not put in any effort at all. Guys, doing things like posting once a month, or sending one round of emails, or signing up with one signing service, none of those things in and of themselves is going to be enough. You cannot do these things once or every now and again. Business momentum comes from consistent outreach. Guys, you got to market all the time. You got to network all the time. If you ever hear people in sales talking, they will talk about a pipeline. It takes time for your marketing and your networking to pay off to get business. And then, like I said, you can't just do it once. You have to consistently do it so that you can get consistent business. So inconsistent effort is the second biggest reason why I see people's signing agent businesses and notary businesses struggling. The next issue that I see, one of the reasons that I see a lot as to why somebody's notary or signing agent business is struggling, is because that person does not have a niche or a focus. So a lot of people become notaries, right? And then they hear about all of the different things that you can do as a notary. And there's tons of things that you can do. You can be a signing agent. Y'all know that's my favorite. You can be a signing agent. You can do general notary work. You can help facilitate apostilles, be an apostille courier. You can do fingerprinting. You don't even need a notary commission to do fingerprinting. You can help with estate and trust documents. Like, there are tons and tons and tons of things that you can do as a notary or with your notary commission. And so a lot of people come in and they immediately try to do everything. And at some point, it is good for you to diversify your business. But in the beginning, you really need to decide what your main focus is going to be. You need to decide what your main niche is going to be. So that way you can put forth consistent effort. Remember, we just talked about that. You can put forth consistent effort into your main niche or your main focus. Guys, the most successful notaries identify who they serve best. So again, I'm a notary. I can do a whole bunch of things, and I do a whole bunch of things. But I'm going to tell you guys, 90% of my business is signing agent business. That is my niche. That is my focus. Do I sometimes do general notary work? Yes. Do I sometimes do online notarizations? Yes, I absolutely do those things. But my main niche, my main focus is signing agent business. And because of that, I am very successful at it, because that is where I put my effort and that is where I put my focus. The next reason why I see a lot of people's notary or signing agent businesses struggling is poor client follow-up. Guys, it makes me so sad when I see people do a ton of work to get business, to get clients, to do all of these things, and they finally get an assignment from somebody and they do it and they do a great job, but then they don't follow up. Guys, not following up after assignments or inquiries leaves money on the table. You really need to follow up with clients or potential clients in order for them to continue to send you business. Even if you did a great job, a lot of people think, well, if I did a good job, then they're just going to send me more business. Not necessarily. You always, always, always want to follow up. I have clients that I have worked with for years now, and I still make sure to follow up with them. I still make sure that I am touching base with them, because I want to keep that networking and that marketing going so that they can continue to send me business. And then another reason why I see people's businesses struggling is because of mindset blocks. So again, if you didn't watch part 1, go back and watch part 1 after you watch this video. It's the mindset edition. I talk about a lot of mindset reasons why people's notary and signing agent businesses are not successful. But some other mindset things is notaries undervaluing their service. Some people are like, oh, I'm just a notary. It's not that big a deal. My service isn't that great. Or they don't charge enough for their service. Your service is valuable. People will pay you for this service. Do not undervalue what you do. Do not undercut yourself. Okay, you want to make sure that you value your service. Nobody else is going to value your service if you don't value your service. The other mindset thing that I see is people are afraid of rejection. And here's the deal, guys. You're going to get rejected. You're going to market, you're going to talk to people, you're going to network with people. And guess what? A bunch of those people are going to say no. So I'm going to tell you right now, you don't even need to be afraid of rejection because you are going to get rejected by some people. Not everybody is going to say yes, but that is okay. Because here's the deal. You only need a few people to say yes. You cannot grow if you do not consistently and confidently put yourself out there. So you gotta work on the mindset blocks that you may have. All right, so again, some of the reasons why your business may be struggling. Now, let's get into the nitty-gritty. Let's talk about how to fix the common mistakes that will stall your growth. So again, guys, most notaries make the same preventable mistakes. If you're struggling, I promise you, you are making the same mistakes that other struggling notaries and signing agents are making. So the goal is to recognize and correct those mistakes. That is what is going to separate the pros from everybody else. Okay, guys, I'm gonna tell you, it's not that the pros are really all that much better than you. They might be. Hopefully you've got your skills up though. Hopefully you've got training. Hopefully your skills are up there. It's not always your skill. Sometimes it is the other things that I've listed that are the mistakes that you are making, which is the reason why you're not getting business. So again, and I talked about this in part 1, the first thing you got to do is to remember to treat your notary and signing agent business like a business. A lot of people get into this thinking it's going to be awesome to have their own business, run their own business, be self-employed, but then they get into it and they realize that they don't really understand what it takes to run a business. A lot of notaries and signing agents who first get into this just operate very casually, and they do not have clear motivation and they do not have a clear brand. So how do we fix this? You fix it by setting up systems, okay? Again, nobody's going to treat your business like a business if you don't treat your business like a business. So some of the things that you can do and some of the things that I've seen missed that have caused people's businesses to struggle is to start off with a professional email. Now, I'm not saying you got to go out and spend money for, a special domain and a special, .com or whatever. Even if you're using a Gmail account, you want it to sound professional. You want it to be something like, KENDRA Notary at gmail.com. Don't use your personal Foxy Lady 2023 at gmail.com. Okay. You don't want to do that. So even if you're using a free email service like Gmail, make sure that you set up a special business email account that sounds professional. You want to also use scheduling tools. And I always tell people, if you are new, always start off with something that is free or low cost. Google Calendar is an amazing scheduling tool. It is a very powerful scheduling tool. If you're team Android like I am, I still use Google Calendar. I've got Google Calendar on my phone. Everything that I do gets put into my Google Calendar. So I don't miss appointments. I don't double book anything. I have a scheduling tool that I use to make sure that I'm treating my business like a business. There's nothing worse than missing an assignment or being late for an assignment because you did not put it into a scheduling tool. I promise you're not going to remember everything. So you want to make sure that you're using a scheduling tool. And then you also want to make sure that you have a consistent process. I do the exact same thing, the exact same way every single time. Because I do that, the odds of me forgetting something or missing something is very, very rare. I treat my business like a business. I use a consistent process. And because of that, people know that they can count on me to treat their business like a business. So first thing you need to do, guys, is treat your business like a business. The next thing that you can do if your business is struggling is to make sure that you are tracking income and expenses. And I have a video, I'll put the link in the description box, where I try to help you guys figure out, especially as signing agents, is a signing profitable or not? But you've got to track your income and you've got to track your expenses to see if your business is really even making money. Just because there's some money coming in, you may have more expenses going out than you have income coming in. And that might be because you are undervaluing your service. You're not charging enough for your service. But here's the deal. You can't grow what you don't measure. We all in our businesses want to make more money. We want to be more profitable. But how do you know if you're making more money and if you're more profitable if you are not tracking your income and expenses? You want to make sure that you're tracking your metrics, things like your average earnings per assignment. You want to see who your repeat clients are. You want to see what your mileage costs are, paper, toner, all of these other expenses. You want to make sure that you are keeping track of to see if your business is profitable or not. And you might also see, wow, I'm spending way too much money in this area. I need to see where I can cut down here. Or again, you may see, I'm doing a lot of work, but I'm not charging enough per assignment to really make this profitable. I need to increase my fee to make my business profitable. So guys, if your business is struggling, one of the reasons for that may be because you are not tracking your income and expenses. The next reason, and this is probably one of the biggest ones that I see, is a lack of networking. That also means marketing. Marketing and networking go hand in hand. So networking is just building relationships, okay? And I talk about this again in part 1. I'm gonna keep referring you guys back to part 1, okay? You have got to build relationships with people in the business. So again, I'm going to talk about the signing agent business, although you can transfer this to any other notary business. So you got to build relationships with real estate agents, mortgage loan officers, escrow officers, people who are buying, selling, and refinancing homes. You want to build relationships with these people. These are the people who are in your niche. That is going to increase your word of mouth referrals. Word of mouth referrals are huge, especially in real estate and as a signing agent. No matter what you're doing as a notary, word of mouth is awesome. But again, especially as a signing agent and in the real estate industry. So you have got to network. Now, there's no one way to network. I personally love face-to-face networking. I know not everybody is comfortable with that. I love face-to-face networking, but title companies and real estate agencies often have networking events that you can go to. These are special events where they know everybody's just going to be there to network. Another thing that you can do is volunteer to help or to serve at one of the events that a real estate agency or a title company is putting on. You won't necessarily be there to network. You are there as a free volunteer, but guess what? It's going to give you an opportunity to put your face in front of people who can give you business. It's going to give them an opportunity to see you serving. And that's going to make them say, wow, this person likes to help out. This person is somebody that I want to work with because I know that they will help me with my business. And guess what? You're going to get paid for that help. So there's a lot of different things that you can do to network. Again, those are some of my favorite face-to-face networking ideas. But guys, whatever type of networking you are doing, you want to network. You have to network. You've got to build relationships with people both local and nationwide in your niche who can send you business. The next reason why your business may be struggling is because you are ignoring your online presence. Now, I'm going to tell you guys, this is one for some of us older people. This is one that is tough because, again, I grew up in the age before social media. I'm older than Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook. I'm older than all of them, right? So I grew up in a time where we didn't have all of these things. And so sometimes I have to admit, it is kind of hard for me sometimes to remember my online presence consistently. But you want to have an online presence, guys, because everybody will look at your online presence. So things like your Google business profile, your LinkedIn, you might have a TikTok, you might have an Instagram, you might even have a YouTube. All of your social media accounts should reflect professionalism and credibility. So again, guys, you may have personal accounts, but I always suggest setting up a separate business account. Some of y'all might have tried to follow me on my personal page, and I said, nope, because I keep my personal social media and my business social media separate, because you always want to reflect professionalism and credibility with your online presence. So I totally suggest having a separate business online presence. Set up a LinkedIn account, set up a Google My Business page account. If you want to have a Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram for your business, you absolutely can, but make sure that it is separate from your personal account and make sure that you keep it professional. So now, a lot of people are struggling because they don't realize, they may think that they're marketing, but there are some simple marketing shifts that will help you to attract more clients. You don't want to work harder, right? We want to work smarter. We've all heard that. Work smarter, not harder. Guys, you don't need to reinvent your marketing. You just need to be more intentional and more visible. So again, if we go back to our social media, you may think that you're marketing, but you're doing it on your personal social media page. And so again, what you need to do is make a shift, create a business social media page, and make sure that you are marketing on that and promoting that. There's some small marketing shifts that you can do. So again, in speaking of your online presence, you want to shift from just posting to positioning. You really need to think and be very intentional about the type of posts that you put on your business page. And again, it takes a little bit of effort because we're used to our personal pages. We're used to just putting whatever we do that day, we just throw it on there and it doesn't matter because it's our personal page, right? You have to be more intentional with your business page. So don't just post random content. Your content should position you as a solution to someone's problem. So for example, again, I always go to signing agent stuff. So this is kind of a signing agent thing. You may create a post that basically lets people know that you help title companies, real estate agents, builders, whoever, you help them close faster because you are available for after hours signings, right? So that's an intentional type of post that I would make. Every post, you should think about, what am I trying to communicate in this post? What am I trying to convey in this post? It should be professional and it should be something that positions you as a solution to your potential clients' problems. The other thing you're going to want to do is leverage social proof. All of us love social proof. I was telling somebody the other day, pretty much everybody searches for service providers on social media. And as you're looking through this person's social media, you're looking for a couple of things, whether you're thinking about it intentionally or not. The first thing you want to see is testimonials. You want to see somebody else say, hey, I've used this person and they are great. So you need to post client testimonials because that shows people that other people have used your service and they liked it. The other thing you can do, let's say you're new and you haven't even gotten any testimonials yet. Another thing that you can do is a day in the life type of story or a milestone achievement type of story. People are interested in seeing what's the life of a notary like. People are interested in seeing the milestones that you achieve. I watch a bunch of different pages of people of stuff I'm never going to do. I follow an apartment handyman. I follow an AC guy. I follow a roofer just because it's interesting to see their day in the life, right? So you want to put that same type of content out. And then guys, here's the deal. As you consistently post that type of content, people grow to trust you. It is your social proof. People trust notaries that they see actively working. If you do not have any activity on your social media, they're going to assume that you are not actively working, and that makes it difficult for them to trust you. So the next thing you need to remember, guys, is that marketing is a long game. This is a marathon. It is not a sprint, okay? Posting once or twice is not going to get you the business that you want. And it's really a snowball effect. The more you post, the bigger your momentum is going to be. The more consistently you post, the bigger your momentum is going to be. If you just post every now and again, here and there, you're not going to see any gain from it. And then when that happens, people get upset. See, I posted one time and I didn't get a single client from it, because it doesn't work like that. Okay. So guys, you need to think that you need to network with or market to at least 3 to 4 potential clients a week, at least. I personally say 1 per business day, so 5, but you need to do at least 3 to 4 potential clients weekly. And you should really schedule at least 3 to 4 social media posts weekly, even if it's just a simple post, right? It doesn't even have to be you on a video. It could just be, some typed up information, but whatever it is, you need to post consistently and you need to network and market consistently. Get into the habit of doing that because, again, marketing is a long game and it's going to snowball as you keep doing it. The next thing you need to do, guys, is follow up after every single notarization or signing, especially if you're new. Especially if this is a client that has only sent you maybe 1 assignment. You need to thank the hiring company or you need to thank the client and let them know you are available for future work. Again, guys, you can't just do the assignment and then assume that they're going to send you more business. You need to follow up, sincerely thank them, and then basically say, hey, I'm available. Is there something else I can help you with? Is there another assignment that I can do for you? Again, consistent follow-ups build momentum. In the beginning of your signing agent or your notary business, guys, marketing is your job. You need to be doing heavy marketing and following up and posting every single day. I tell people you need to do that until you have more business than you can handle, okay? You need to make sure that you are networking, marketing, posting, and following up. All right, so we also want to talk about ways to build trust and long-term relationships, because here's the other thing. While I love new clients, new clients are awesome. You know what I like more than new clients? Old clients. I like clients who consistently send me business, that I don't have to do the initial hard work of getting them to trust me. So how do I do that? I build trust with those clients, and that facilitates a long-term relationship. My number 1 client that I work with, this title company, I have been working with them for over a decade. They are the majority of my business. It is a long-term relationship. We both trust one another. I don't have to worry so much about getting business because I know I've got this long-term relationship. But guys, repeat business, again, comes from trust. Your goal is not to just get a signing. Now, don't get me wrong. We want to get a signing, but we don't want to just get a signing. Your goal is to become the go-to notary for that client. So how do we do that? All right. The first thing that you will need to do is be reliable. Sounds simple. It sounds very simple, but I can tell you the number of notaries who are not reliable is crazy. The number of people who lose business simply because they are not reliable is crazy. So what do I mean by being reliable? Show up on time. That's step 1. And again, it sounds simple, but I promise you, the number 1 complaint that I hear when I talk to, people in the business about signing agents is the signing agents are always late. So the first thing, when you just by showing up on time, you've already given yourself a leg up. You've already shown that you are better than those other signing agents out there. Step 1, show up on time. The next thing that you're going to want to do that shows your reliability is you want to communicate clearly, okay? Don't leave things up for chance. Don't assume that the other person is thinking the same thing that you are thinking. You always want to communicate clearly. So for example, again, going back to my long-term client, they pretty much send me an email when they have a signing that's available. And I reply back the same way every time. So they may say, hey, we've got a signing at this particular subdivision, this day, this time for this client. Are you available? I will respond back, yes, I am available this day, this time to go to this subdivision to meet with this client. I've got it on my calendar. Okay. They don't have to worry. They don't have to assume. They know that I've seen all parts of their message. They know that I agree to all parts of their message. They don't have to worry that I'm going to end up at the wrong subdivision or on the wrong day or at the wrong time because I communicated clearly to them. And it may sound like overkill, but I promise you guys, They love it because it does not leave anything up for chance. They do not have to wonder or worry or doubt if I've missed any part of what they've told me, right? So always communicate clearly. And guys, always confirm appointments, whether it's a loan signing or general notary work. Always confirm appointments. Reach out to the client, confirm, and again, confirm all parts of the appointment. Again, reliability alone makes you stand out. Clear communication alone makes you stand out. The client already has positive thoughts of you before you've come in and notarized a single document. If you do these things, you are already on the positive part of their mind just from doing these things and being reliable. The next thing you're going to want to do, you absolutely want to be thorough, okay? Again, I tell people all the time, really the most important thing is to be error-free. So you want to be thorough, but here's the next thing. You also want to be friendly. People remember your attitude. They're going to remember if you have a positive attitude, and they're going to remember if you have a negative attitude. Don't get me wrong. Clients frustrate me sometimes. Signers absolutely frustrate me sometimes. And I'll also be very honest with you guys. This was an area that I had to seriously focus on within myself, is to not have a bad attitude when other people didn't do what they were supposed to do. Like if signers were late, oh my gosh, I would have a bad attitude about that. If signers didn't bring their correct ID, my attitude would totally change. And I had to make an effort within myself to remember to keep my attitude positive, even when clients and signers aren't doing necessarily what they are supposed to do. And guess what? That made a huge, huge shift in my business. I started getting even more business just because I kept my attitude friendly and positive. You want to create a calm, confident experience for every client, whether they are signers, escrow officers, real estate agents, attorneys, whoever it is. You want to be calm and confident. People love working with calm, confident people. So for some of y'all, I'm going to say, look within yourself. Because again, I had to look within myself. This is one where I definitely had a problem that I had to realize that I had and then fix it. So look within yourself and see, do you need to correct your attitude? The next thing you're going to want to do is add value. So let's say we've got two signing agents. Both of them are reliable. Both of them are pretty much error-free. Both of them are friendly. So what can you do to stand out between the two? Well, you can add value. You can give a little something more than what the other signing agent is giving. Now, when I say give, I don't mean money, because people always want a discount. Well, if I discount my price, I'm not talking discount price, okay? We're talking about adding value. And so one of the ways, or some of the ways that you can add value, is to share helpful tips or updates like ID requirements or signing etiquette with your clients occasionally. So for example, I'm probably much more up on notary law than the escrow officers are at the title company that's my long-term client, right? I am probably more on top of notary law than they are. And so I discuss with them sometimes, hey, I saw this happen on a signing. This is why it caused a little bit of an issue, because this is what the notary law says. What can we do to make sure that we don't run into this issue in the future? And because of those conversations and adding value to them, I have helped them to streamline their system and to avoid those problems before we even get to the closing table. And that is something that title company has consistently thanked me for, because again, it's not only helping out on the signings that I do for them, but it's also helping to make sure that signings that other people do for them are compliant as well. So if there is a way for you to add value to your client, make sure that you are doing that. That is going to be one of the things that is going to separate you from the other notaries and the other signing agents out there. The next thing that you can do is remember details, small touches, like remembering an escrow officer or a scheduler's name or their preferred communication method will build loyalty fast. So guys, again, in the beginning, when I was a new signing agent, and this was back when schedulers pretty much always called, like you might get a text message or an email, but the majority of the communication between you and schedulers was them calling you. I made a very big effort. I took notes if I had to remember different schedulers' names. I would even ask them about themselves. We'd have little conversations about their kids or their pets or whatever. And then the next time I spoke to that scheduler, I would remember those details. Oh, your kid had a baseball game. How did that go? Or you had to take your dog to the vet. How's your dog doing? Those small touches meant that those schedulers remembered me and sent business to me before those other signing agents that did not remember those details. And again, guys, I'm not some brainiac. I didn't remember all that stuff. I literally kept notes. I would keep notes in my phone. So when I spoke to someone, if I found out something interesting about them, I would put that in my notes. And then the next time I spoke to them, I would be able to refer to my notes and they would think that I was just, oh my gosh, I'm just remembering all of this stuff about you. It's not so much that. It is, I wrote it down and now I can bring it back when I speak to them again. Now, of course, let them think that it's just, oh, you're so awesome. I just remember this about you. But it is really, you are just taking notes and sharing those details with people. So guys, here's some other real world strategies to create a thriving notary business. I'm gonna try to wrap this up in the next few minutes. So we'll have about 10 minutes for the Q&A. One of the things I want you to remember, success is not luck. If you see a successful notary or a successful signing agent out there, it is not because they are lucky, okay? It is because they have their business structured. It is because they are consistent and they have put systems in place that allow their business to run smoothly and to scale. So some of the things that you can do is set weekly business goals. So again, some examples are to contact 5 potential clients or to post 3 marketing pieces or to update 1 system, something. You want to make sure that you are setting new weekly goals for your business. You also want to make sure that you are implementing systems for things like scheduling, invoicing, and record keeping. Tools like Notary Gadget, and I'll have a link for that down in my description box. That is great for accounting as a notary. Google Calendar, again, like I said, I still use Google Calendar. It is totally free. Make sure that you use that or something similar for your scheduling. Or you can use QuickBooks. If your business has scaled to the point where you need a more robust accounting system than Notary Gadget, QuickBooks is an awesome option as well. Another thing that you can do is invest in visibility for your business, especially if you're doing general notary work. Branded materials like a polo shirt with your business name on it or pins with your name on it. Those are great ways to make your business more visible. Local networking, again, volunteering for things at local schools or other charity events. That is a great way that you can get recognition for your business. You definitely want to make sure that you are networking locally for your business. And then guys, here's probably the most important thing. You want to make sure that you keep your mindset strong. I know the beginning of anything is hard. Doing something new is hard. And a lot of new people, when they don't get this instant overnight success that they thought they were supposed to get, they get discouraged. But guys, every successful notary hits rough patches. I have hit rough patches. I'm sure I'm going to hit rough patches again. It just happens. But here's the deal. Your consistency and your confidence are what will push you through to make your business successful. And again, guys, especially as a signing agent, whether you're a notary or a signing agent, one of the things that is most important is to get training so you know what you're doing. It doesn't matter how good your mindset is. It doesn't matter how good your systems and your strategies are if you are not good at the actual job, okay? So if you want to be a signing agent, guys, you need to get training. And everybody is always asking me, well, what training should I get? Well, my signing agent advanced training program is the training that I am going to recommend. In my signing agent advanced training program, guys, I teach you everything you need to know step by step to not just be an okay signing agent, to not just be an average signing agent, but what you need to know to be an exceptional signing agent. You're going to get mock videos. You're going to get sample documents with scripts. I'm going to tell you what to say about all of the different documents that are in there. How to market for business. I go more in depth on what to do to market for business. Somebody asked, where can I get clients? That's one of the things that I teach in my signing agent advanced training program. I'm going to teach you how to avoid mistakes. Again, you want to be error-free. That's going to be one of the best ways for you to get and keep businesses to be error-free. So I'm going to show you the mistakes that signing agents make so that you don't make them. And then I am a mentor that you can actually reach out to for assistance. In the exclusive and the elite levels of my training, guys, you have access to me in a private Facebook group. You have access to me by email. And we also have monthly live Zoom Q&A sessions. I'm going to be meeting with my students here in about an hour and some change after this YouTube live is over. So if you're thinking about being a signing agent, guys, you need to get training. Click the link in the description box. You'll be able to get more information about my signing agent advanced training program. But all right, guys, we are in the question and answer portion of this session. Do me a favor. If you've got any questions about why your signing agent or your notary business is struggling, now is the time to ask it. If you got any questions about any of the things that I talked about earlier in this live stream video, now is the time to ask it. And again, even if you are watching this on the replay, if you have a question, put it in the comments. I always do my best to go back and take a look at those questions as well. But again, guys, my hope, my endeavor for each and every one of you, and the reason why I did this two-part series here at the end of the year, is so that you can start your business off in 2026 with a bang. I know how frustrating it is to get excited about possibly being self-employed, possibly having your own business, and then things not going the way that you hope or expect them to go. And again, in the Mindset Edition, I explained that a lot of that is because we want to treat this like a job, but it is not a job. It is your own business. And there's different things, different mindsets that you need to have to make sure that your business is successful. Anita, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys too. And I can't wait to have you as a student. I really get excited about teaching people what they need to do to be successful. I have a few of my students who are actually watching this live stream as well. Ms. Liz is watching. She has been a student of mine almost from the beginning. I love when she drops in and says hi, because then I can tell people, she can tell people, yes, the thing she's telling you is true. If you do this, you will be successful, or you can be successful. I can't guarantee you success, because here's the deal. I can give you the tools, but you have to use them. What's the phrase people like to say? You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. But if you want the information, if you want the tools, I am absolutely happy to help you with it. Deb wants to know, what is my opinion about using MailChimp for email marketing? So MailChimp can absolutely be a powerful tool for email marketing. It's less, though, about the tool that you're using, and it's more about the emails that you are sending, right? Just using MailChimp is not going to make you successful or make you unsuccessful, right? It's more about what are you writing? What are these emails about? How are you getting people into your email list? What are you offering them to make them want to sign up to receive consistent emails from you? And then what are you emailing them? So it kind of goes back to the part about social media. You need to make sure, if you are emailing, that you are emailing consistently, that you are adding value, that you are providing interesting information to potential clients and current clients, and you are encouraging them to reach out to you when they need a signing agent or a notary. The other thing I will say is always do your research and make sure that you are comparing prices of different email marketing tools. I personally use MailChimp, so I don't have any problems with MailChimp. And if I'm not mistaken, MailChimp does allow you to have, but then once you go over that amount of people, you got to start paying. And the more people you have in your list, the more you pay. So you want to make sure, again, that you are sending out effective emails, because it doesn't do you any good to have 1,000, 5,000, 10,000 people in your email list and pay what will basically be hundreds of dollars. Because when you have about 10,000 people in your email list for MailChimp, you're going to be paying about $200 a month just for MailChimp, right? So you want to make sure that the emails that you are sending are effective so that you are getting the business that will offset that expense. Again, we're going back to tracking our income and expenses. So bottom line, MailChimp is fine. It's not a magic bullet. You can absolutely use it, but just make sure that you are using it effectively. Let's see. Hakeem wants to know, how many title companies, etc., do I recommend working with? You want to work with however many title companies, real estate agencies, whatever it takes for you to have more business than you can handle, okay? Because not every company is going to send you the same amount of business. Not every company is going to send you the same amount of business all the time. So for example, the title company that I work with now, when I first started working with them, because it's through a builder, that builder only had one subdivision here in San Antonio when I first started working with them. So even if they gave me all of their business in San Antonio, that was only 5 to 10 deals a month because they only had one subdivision. Well, we're going to fast forward 10 years later, and I think they currently have 6 or 7 subdivisions here in San Antonio. So, 10 years ago, just having that one title company was not enough. Now, just having that one title company, I'm happy with, right? So it's not about the number of companies that you are working with. It is more about the amount of business that they are sending you. And for some companies, they may love you. They may send you everything that they have, but they just don't have a lot to send, right? So what I always tell people is you want to market and continue marketing until you have more business than you can handle. And then you're going to think about doing things like subcontracting out to other people. And then you're still going to market. You're never going to stop marketing, but there's no magic bullet number. Nothing is magic, guys. Okay. There's no, well, if you get 3 title companies or if you send 10 emails, you're going to make X amount of money. Nothing works out like that, right? There's no magic bullet number. So you want to keep gathering clients until you have more business than you need. And again, there was a question here. Where can you get clients? You can get clients in a whole bunch of places. I named some of those places. Again, you're going to want to make sure that you are networking locally, and you want to make sure that you are networking nationwide, especially if you are a signing agent, because people all over the country can send you business. And again, you want to network locally. You can volunteer at local events. You can volunteer at real estate agent events or title company events. And again, my students can come into our private sessions, into our Facebook group, into my email, and ask me specific questions. But again, there's no one magic place to get clients. The best place for you to get clients is the best place for you to get clients. You may find that you love doing local networking. You may find that you love making social media posts. You may find that you love sending emails. Do the thing that works best for you and go to the places, whether virtually or in person, where you will be able to get the clients that you need to make your business grow. All right, let me see what else here. I'm scrolling up. There was this question. I don't know what I was talking about. So if you can, Cheryl, give me a little clarification. How do you get into their network? I don't know if you were talking about like signing services or title companies, but I will say every company has a different way for you to get into their network. So there's no one way, again, to do it. Some companies, you can just go onto their website and put your information in. Some companies are on things like SnapDocs or Notary Cafe. Some companies, you may need to have a conversation with somebody and they may need to send you a form to fill out. Again, there's no one magic bullet, right? There is always lots of different ways that things happen, and you have to stay fluid enough to go with the flow to get the information that those companies need for them to send you business. All righty, guys. Well, I don't see any other questions. If you got it, now's the time. Put it in. Or again, if you think about it after the live stream is over, feel free to put it in the comments. But guys, I encourage you, watch part 1, rewatch part 2, and then make the changes that you need to make so that your business can be successful in 2026. I love to see people be successful at this, but we have to make some mindset shifts to keep our businesses from struggling. And we also have to make some system shifts to keep our businesses from struggling. Oh, Cheryl got her question in. So he's like, so where do you find like the title company, real estate events to network and even volunteer? So there's a couple of ways that you can do it. The first thing is talk to them. We forget about old school. Talk to people. Talk to a real estate agent. Hey, do y'all have any events coming up? Do you need any volunteers? Talk to an escrow officer. Hey, do you have any events coming up? Can I volunteer? Talk to people. Like literally, it is that easy. And especially if you're asking to volunteer for different things, they're usually love to find volunteers. So just ask. Most people will not turn down free volunteers. So talk to real estate agents, talk to escrow officers, and ask. That's probably the biggest thing that people have to learn to do. We got to learn to get out of our shell. We got to learn to do old school and just talk to people. And then let's see. Dolores says the cost of notarizations in New York is only $2. And for general notary work, I receive so much pushback because people expect me to drive for them for $2. How to deal with this? So, and I don't know what New York allows you to charge for travel fees. But I mean, I just tell people the truth. Like, yeah, the notarization is only $2, but my time to travel to you is what you are paying for. And not everybody's going to want to pay for that. And guess what? That's okay. Those people are not your client. Not everybody is going to be your client. Not everybody is going to want to pay for convenience. Ask them about DoorDash. Do they ever use DoorDash or Uber Eats? Guess what? The food is marked up on DoorDash and Uber Eats. They pay a delivery fee, a convenience fee, my big toe hurts fee. They pay all of these fees to get their food delivered to them. It is the same thing. We're kind of like DoorDash for notarizations. You're not paying all of this money for the notarization. You are paying for the convenience. And there's going to be some people who are going to complain and who do not want to pay it. Those people are not your client. Let them go and move on. Find the people who understand that convenience costs, and you are going to market to them, because I promise you, there are plenty of people out there. And again, things like DoorDash and Uber Eats are proof. There are plenty of people out there who have no problems paying for convenience. All right, guys, we're a couple minutes over the hour. Again, if you have any other questions, make sure that you put them in the comments. I will do my best to go back and answer them. But guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me in 2025. We're going to meet again in January of 2026. Enjoy your holidays, and I hope that each and every one of you has a productive